Hello there, thanks for joining us on This Is Vinyl. So far I've been showing you things from my collection and things that I'm going to be selling in future. But today I'm going to be showing you things that I have got on sale on my Vinted account. And that's TreacleTune65. So if you're ever on Vinted, have a look at what I've got. But I'm going to show you a few of the 7-inch singles I've got, because today's episode is all about 45s, and most of my collection and most of the things that I sell are 45s or singles. And singles, 45, 7 inches, whatever you want to call them, they were usually made to promote an album. Most artists produced albums and they would take 2 or 3 or 4 singles off an album and use them and release them on their own to promote people buying their albums. And obviously the singles sold a lot. Occasionally there's 1 or 2 albums that are great as an album itself. I want to show you this one is because this is one I got just the other day. It was advertised on Vinted as very good, but I received it today and it's actually in mint condition. It's a reissue, but it's one of those albums that has every track is brilliant, really good. Either a really good song or a great tune. Bat Out of Hell by Meatloaf, who passed away just a few years ago. But like I say, this is mint condition, you know, it's got the lyric sheet inside. It's just perfect, great album. That's not on sale yet, but I'm going to show you the things that are on sale. The first one, I'll put them all in alphabetical order, so there's no preference really. This one is 1982 reissue, Thank You for the Music. There you go. And it comes with a poster as well. I won't open it up to save time. This one is indie band, A Certain Ratio, the Big E. This one is the Beatles, Hello, Goodbye. And on the other side is I Am the Walrus, which is one of their classics. And it's one of those where the B-side was better than the A-side, I thought. And my other favourite like this is Yellow Submarine, where on the B-side it's Eleanor Rigby, which is far superior a song. So I put this one in a new replica label sleeve, and this is actually a Dutch copy. This is one of the best records of Bon Jovi, You Give Love a Bad Name. The Buzzcocks, they were a very big punk band. This is Love You More, and it's got Noise and Noise on the other side. Depeche Mode, they were a great singles band, but their albums were very good too. This is Loving Itself. This is ELO, Mr. Blue Sky, and they've just retired. Jeff Lynne couldn't carry out his last few concerts, but these are a great brand. This is 1977, a classic. I've got a few copies of it on blue vinyl as well. I might have one on my Vinted page, so if you look up there as well. These are all on Vinted again, by the way. This is Everything But the Girl, mine. They were a popular indie band in the 80s. Japan. This is a 2-record set, as you can see. It's got a Cantonese Boy, Burning Bridges, Gentlemen Take Polaroids, The Experience of Swimming. And it comes in a gatefold sleeve there. Another popular indie band, the Jesus and Mary Chain, Some Candy Talking and Psycho Candy. The John Lennon, Instant Karma. Madness, Grey Day. Got a few copies of that, and there is a copy that you can get where it has a different label than just different feet on the cover, and that's quite a rare gem to get, but this is a normal copy. Marillion, there's the biggest hit, Kaylee. Now this is one I mentioned last time from the album Organisation, and in the original copies of it, this was a free disc given with it, and it's live performances. This is another of their classics, OMD, Maid of Orleans. Robert Palmer, Addicted to Love. This was one of his biggest hits, because we all remember the video of the supermodels playing all the instruments. This is a bit of a rare gem, Not Now John, and that was to promote their album The Final Cut. Now this is an interesting one. This is Ant and Dec, otherwise known as PJ and Duncan when they were pop stars. They're called Why Me. Got a postcard inside. It's got a poster, and that's the single inside. This is The Police, Message in a Bottle. This is an American issue. I put this in a new replica label sleeve. As a little break in my showing you these things, I just thought I'd let you know that if you've got records or clothes, Vinted is mainly people selling clothes, but if you've got records or even electrical goods now you can sell on there. And it's so easy to list things. It takes a couple of minutes. All you need is a couple of photographs of everything you have. Good photographs that show the quality and you must show that if there's any damages and declare that. And just state the condition and how much you're selling it for. It's so quick and easy to list on there. And I've been an eBayer for 18 years and I've found Vinted so much quicker to do. Quicker to buy things, quicker to sell things, quicker to list things. And that's a great convenience, and eBay are still trying to catch up with Vinted on that. So the next one is The Police again. Can't Stand Losing You. That's one of my favourite singles, and this is a lovely blue vinyl copy. Next is Prince, When Doves Cry, and that was about the time of Purple Rain. This one is a spoof of the Beatles, the Ruttles, and that included Eric Idle and Neil Innes, who was a songwriter, and they were like kind of comedy versions of Beatles songs. It's quite good. This is a 90s indie one. This is a limited edition. It's Sleeper. She's a Good Girl. I don't really know it well, but I bought it because it's a limited edition, numbered on the back there. I thought, well, it's collectible to somebody. This is another classic from the 80s, Back to Life, However Do You Want Me. Another classic from 1974. This Town Ain't Big Enough for the Both of Us. A pop classic, that is. Tears for Fears, they've made lots of big hits. This is Pale Shelter, one of my personal favourites. And there's quite a few different versions with different picture sleeves of this, so always look out for them. There's actually coloured vinyls copies of it as well. This one is T-Rex. I think it's one of his later ones. It's Celebrate Summer, it's called. I think it might be a reissue, but it's in a nice picture sleeve there. One we mentioned last time on our talk about 12-inch singles and LPs. And this is Tubeway Army. I showed you the import last time, the 12-inch import from Germany. This is the regular UK copy, Our Friends Electric. And I believe there's quite a few misprint copies of this available, but I'm not sure. But a great record. This is Ultravox, clear vinyl, Lament. A nice copy. There's a bit of damage on the sleeve there, but another thing about Vinted that I need to mention is that although I give buy it now prices, I am open to reasonable offers, and I like to offer great records, and all of them are very good to excellent condition. If I see scratches on it, I won't buy it. But if I see light marks, I'll sell it as very good, because even light marks, they used to play fine. You know that even brand new singles, they sometimes jump and they are immaculate, excellent condition. I've had records that are full of marks and they played fine, while I've had ones that don't seem to have any marks, but they keep skipping and jumping. That's the funny thing about vinyl. And so last of all, in my opinion, Wham's best record, Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. Such a feel-good single. And although I hated Wham at the time in the early 80s because I was into my indie music, like the Smiths and Cocteau Twins and Pixies and Cure, things like that. And I hated things like Wham. But these are some great records. And if you look on my Vinted page, Treacle, Tune 65, you'll find a lot more. And I've got a lot of LPs and I will show you them next time. All available for sale. So thanks for joining us.